the town board meeting for May 18th, 2011. And the first order of business is I want to apologize for the supervisor being absent tonight. His son's school is hosting a college night this evening, and his son asked him to be with him to attend these college that are at the school tonight. So he apologizes for not being here tonight to attend this meeting. We're going to start with the Pledge of Allegiance. And John, can you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Sure. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And tonight's prayer will be delivered by Pastor Charles Byer from our Redeemer Lutheran Church in Ackleboro. Would you like us standing or sitting?
You're fine. Thank you. Okay, then we pray. Heavenly Father, we just give thanks to you for an opportunity to be in this place and at this time. You've given us this day, you've given us this night. We know that you've called all things into being and you've set everything in its order. And we just thank you for that governance and for all that you provide. We give thanks to you for the people that have been elected to serve our community. They give their time and their energy and to be in this place. We just ask that whatever they do this evening and the days in the future, that you would give them your blessings, grant them your wisdom. Help us as citizens of the community of Riverhead to be good citizens, to take care of one another and to watch after each other's affairs. Father, we just thank you for the love that you've given, for in that love we are redeemed and forgiven. We give thanks to you and we praise you in the name of Jesus, our Savior. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Thank you. And the town board would like to welcome the Riverhead Key Club. The Key Club was recently honored at a leadership training conference in Albany, where they won 4 club awards and 4 members were recognized as distinguished Key Club members. So I want to welcome you, and the town board can step down. We have some certificates to give out and a proclamation. And I'm going to ask Councilman Wooten to present them.
I have 3. That's okay, turn around so everybody can see you. Turn around and face the camera there so we can see you on television. All right, first off, Louise, I have a proclamation from the supervisor and from the town board that recognizes you and the Key Club International, which is sponsored by the Kiwanis International, as the oldest and largest service program for high school students. Key Club International promotes the development of student leaders and positive role models by adopting character building, inclusiveness, and leadership as core values for their organization. Each year, the Riverhead High School Key Club members undertake a variety of service projects that benefit the community in which we live. And it's both fitting and proper that the town board and the town of Riverhead recognize the outstanding achievements as its citizens and its neighbors. April 8th through April 10th, the Key Club advisor Louise Wilkinson and the Riverhead Key Club went to Albany to participate in the Leadership Training Conference, where they won 4 club awards and 4 members were recognized as distinguished Key Club members. That's outstanding. The town board and the town of Riverhead expresses their gratitude to the Riverhead Key Club for their unequaled commitment to the community service, and together with the supervisor and our town board, offer congratulations and commendation to the Riverhead High School Key Club. Louise, this is for you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, Melissa, did you want to talk now or after the
I would just like to say,
Wait, get the mic over here. Wait a minute, I'll get the
I'm loud enough. You might need a microphone.
Oh, you got it?
hello, I'm Melissa Kajowski, and I'm the Vice President of Key Club. Unfortunately, some of the members could not be here to accept the awards because the school is also having a concert tonight, so we're busy with the schedules. But We're very honored to be here. And of course, one of the biggest, or one of the largest reasons why we're here tonight is to be awarded for our Going Green project that takes place in the elementary schools. For those of you who haven't heard about us, this is where we take the time to visit each of our local elementaries and educate them on the environment and why it is important to protect it. So one of the awards we actually won upstate was the, out of the whole state, we won first place in our bronze division, the Single Service Award. So this was due to our success with the Going Green. And again, we just thank you for the continued support we've gotten for all the fundraising we've done to make it this far. And I think that's it. Thank you.
Well, we have certificates for everyone on the Key Club. Melissa, I know. I think it's important that we read out those, even if they're not here, at least so people, when they watch television, know who's involved with the Key Club. So I'm going to read them out. Josh Beeling, Jacqueline Cahill, Amanda Cummins, Marissa De La Rosa, Pauline Dujuk. Wait, you didn't give a hyphenate on that one. Is that say that right?
Paulina Du Deutsch.
The Deutsch? Pardon me. You'd think I would know that. Kelly Griffith, Marissa Yukin, Alyssa Jacobson, Kim Moreno, Matt Mulvaney, Christine Perigine, and Darnisha Wilkins. Those are, now, these students also designed a winning poster out of all New York State Key Clubs, and that's Rachel Flannery and Paige Graziano.
And they're in here.
And they're in there. And these students were awarded the Distinguished Key Clubbers at the Leadership Training Conference in Albany. Samantha Gow, Caitlin Gill, Melissa Kajowski, and Deja Mitchner. Did I say that right?
Yes.
Deja Mitchner.
So Rachel
One by one, show 'em.
and Paige.
Tell 'em who-
Kaylin also has something a little to share, too.
Hello, my name is Kaylin Gill. I was recently elected Secretary of Key Club. I'm very happy I joined Key Club. I feel like it's made me a better person, and it has changed me. The Leadership Training Conference was a lot of fun, and I'm glad I had the chance to go. I am very excited for Nationals in Phoenix, Arizona. I know that it is going to be a good experience, and I would like to thank the board for, supporting us.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
Thank
you're
you.
welcome.
Okay, oh, you want me to have this? All right, Melissa, we have your certificate of appreciation from all the residents of town of Riverhead as well as the town board. Kaylin, Gil, and Kristen. Right? I really didn't know that. It sounded like I knew it, right?
There it is.
Kristen Perigine,
Yeah, thank you.
congratulations. Thank you for all you've done. Really.
Amanda's in the audience.
Where's Amanda? Oh, she'll not be seen.
Amanda, come up and get your certificate.
Come on, you got all dolled up and everything. So. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. You want to give it to it?
Great.
How was that tough?
Thank you.
Could you
We have
Yes,
Yeah,
photo?
right
Yeah.
there.
You sure you don't want to come up for the picture? Yeah, maybe like right here.
What's that?
AAILY.
Okay.
Because the way it was arranged, it was hard to get a shot. You want me to take it with yours too? Get in there with them.
Yeah, it's come here. Yes, come here.
Here, Louise, all you do, you got it.
Yeah. Yeah, get these.
Email it to you.
Okay. Okay. Very good. Louise, you look a little scared. Come on.
Because I'm behind her.
That's what it is. All right. Thank you.
Oops, nope.
Yep, yep,
What the heck
that
was
wasn't
that?
good. Uh-oh, that was perfect. No, that was me. That was my malfunction.
There you go.
go. Thank you.
Wait a minute, one more.
You're more of a Lois Lane than a Jimmy Olsen.
Thank you.
Okay?
Thank you.
Great job.
Thank you.
All right, Louise, take all the-
Yep,
Louise, what is your position?
club advisor,
Club advisor, and is it SON or SEN?
SON.
Sorry.
You gotta accept the minutes, Jim.
Thank you, Louise. Thanks for bringing.
Ready? I make a motion, we approve the minutes of the May 3rd, 2011 Town Board meeting. So moved?
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, ayes? You want to do something?
That's what you normally
All right, do something.
Okay. Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Minutes are approved.
Okay, we'll have the applications for special events.
Yeah, I'll do the agenda items. Under applications, special events, these are all applications that were submitted, not approved yet. Old Steeple Community Church Annual Antique Fair, August 27th. Riverhead Bid Management Association, Classic Cars on the Peconic Riverfront, every Thursday from June 30th through August 18th. PC Richard and Son are requesting to have a barbecue sale tent event, May 25th through the 31st. Long Island Moose Classic Car Club, Car Show for Wounded Warrior Project, July 17th. Abate of New York, Long Island Chapter, Annual Veterans Appreciation Run, June 12th. Riverhead Elks Lodge, Lawn Mower Event and Kids Bicycle Races, May 29th, July 17th, September 18th, and October 30th. Under parade permits, the Riverhead Community Awareness Program, that's a CAP program, are having their annual march at Pulaski Street School, June 3rd. Under special permit, Vertical Line Apparel, public use of outdoor recreation facility at 300 Berman Boulevard, Calverton, that's FCAL. Under reports, tax receiver, total tax collection dated May 6th, $67,830,374.46. Total tax collection dated May 12th, $72,902,467.29. The police department submitted their monthly report for April, and under town clerk, monthly report for April 2011 was $9,529.14. One piece of correspondence, a letter regarding the proposed large-scale developments in Wading River. And that's it.
Thank you very much. And now, we have 3 public hearings tonight, and we passed the hour of 7:05. So the first public hearing will be the consideration of a public local law to amend Chapter 14 of Riverhead Town Code entitled Community Preservation, Article 5, Acquisition and Use of Open Spaces, Parks, and Park Preserves, 14-40 Open Space Park Preservation Preserve Committee. Do you want, anybody?
Well, I do need to make one
Go ahead.
comment. There is a minor additional change that needs to be made to the proposed legislation. I have copies of that change if anybody wishes to look at it. This proposed change to Chapter 14 actually comes out of the committee, and it's a recommendation to clarify the structure of that committee and to allow for hopefully more participation. There's been, from what's been reported by Deputy Town Attorney Prudente, an inability to always have quorums, so that they're hoping that maybe this restructuring will allow for quorums to be met and for those meetings to go forward. The additional change that would be made to the language would add wording that as to the 2 non-voting advisory members, 1 member would come from the Recreation Committee and 1 member would be from the Conservation Advisory Council. So it's clear that each of those entities, to the respect that it's comprising the advisory members would be from each of those committees, as opposed to the possibility of 2 from one and none from the other. So that's a further revision. And again, I have copies of that, and if anybody wishes to see them, I'll leave them up at the dais or in the railing. Just it's slightly different, yes. Okay.
Okay. Do we have anybody that would like to speak on this? If not, we will.
Just one second. I just want to ask Jim a question.
Okay. Go ahead.
Is there any reason why you don't want the Recreation Advisory Committee members being voting?
I think that was part of the makeup for the, that Henry put down, because it's advisory at that point. So we really want their input on decisions being made.
But it's possibility, what I'm saying is maybe some of the monies from Recreation Fund be spent on this project, any open space, maybe.
Well, that would be hopeful.
Here's a
That would be up to him to go back to the Recreation and ask
And say we're not gonna, you wouldn't want him to vote on it.
Right. He would have to go back to the Recreation and, on that level.
Is there any other questions from the town board? You look like you have a
well,
question face.
I just don't remember discussing this at work session before.
Yes, we did.
Okay.
Yeah, we
A
did.
long time ago, though, right?
No, just a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe you were,
I was maybe at that meeting.
you came late or something.
You might have been. You might
Yeah,
have been
that's
at the
okay.
East End meeting.
Well, it's on, you know,
Okay.
it's first time up, so it's just for public.
Okay.
What's 10 days from now? 28?
But these
Okay.
changes are not significant, right?
All right, I will close the public portion and leave it open for written comment until May 28th.
That's a Saturday. Saturday? That's a Saturday.
Right, the 30th then.
That's a Monday, we're off.
We're off. The 31st, we'll get it till May 31st. We're off on the 30th. So May 31st for written comments. Thank you, Diane. All right, seeing that 710 has approached and passed, the second hearing is a consideration of a proposed local law to amend Chapter 101 of the Riverhead Town Code entitled Vehicle and Traffic, Article 3, Traffic Regulations 101-4, One-Way Streets, Riverfront Drive. Do we have any comment on this?
Well, this again was a little bit of cleaning up language, and secondly, to bring the legislation in conformity with what currently exists. With regard to the one-way street that's between the former West Marine store and the Riverhead Grill, instead of describing it as coming from the entrance of the Peconic River up to Route 25, it made more sense, since it's a north to south traveling direction, to describe it as starting at that intersection and going to the Peconic River parking lot. The second location is the Riverfront Drive location, which is next to the Salvation Army. In 2000, when this one-way street was codification took place at that time, it actually described it as proceeding in a northerly direction. When the riverfront improvements were made, they reconfigured that location to provide for diagonal parking, which makes no sense to travel in the north direction. In fact, it goes south currently, if anybody's been using that one-way location. So this just makes the code consistent with the way it's out there at that location. So that's what we're here for today.
All right, thank you. Anyone would like to speak on this public hearing? If there's nobody, the public portion will be closed, and we'll leave the written portion open until May 31st. Thank you.
Looks like a duplicate.
Seeing that 7:15 has came and gone, our third public hearing is a consideration of special permit application of Charnoff Realty Medical Building to construct two-story medical office building on Main Road in Aquebogue, New York, Suffolk County Tax Map number 0600-85-3-8 and 12.7. Do we have any comment on this? Rick, do you want to speak on this or anything? You know anything about it? Explain it to him.
the way I introduce myself. Rick Hanley. This special permit was granted about a year ago. It's for a medical building, and the property owner bought an additional piece of property contiguous with his, and he wants to expand it. So the department thought we needed a new special permit, so this is a new special permit
It
application.
conforms to the zoning?
Yes.
Both
Yes.
parcels do, even the parcel
By,
that he's...
by special permits. It's within a quarter mile of a hamlet center, so it conforms to the
Okay,
zoning.
now, I think the back of this property kind of is just north of the Trout Brook residential area? Am I correct? Somewhat.
Yes.
And I had some concerns from the community that there's a depressed area, which they have a lot of flooding that fills up with water, that swampy area there, and it goes
Okay.
into the yards, like 10 houses been totally flooded out. Here's some of the pictures if you want to look at them. And they're really concerned now, if they bring fill in, which I think they will have to, am I correct? They're going to displace this.
All we have is a conceptual site plan at
Right.
this point.
But I'm
so-
just saying we've got to watch, because they're going to fill this area. Now, water's got to be displaced, and we have a big flooding area behind that for the Trout Brook.
We'll take a look at
That's a
that
big, big concern,
prior to the special permit.
because, you know,
Okay.
that water's goes, and it's a swampy area, so I know they were
Very
very
good.
concerned about that. And I've got some pictures, et cetera, you can look at,
Okay.
showing the flooding.
Very
It's
good.
like the middle of the bayou.
Yeah, you'd have to get a SWIP and all that anyway, right? That would have to be part of the plan.
Before a site plan approval, yes.
Right, I just want to make you aware it is.
Okay,
You should
thank
see
you.
these pictures.
I've got some
Okay.
very graphic descriptions. Pictures.
Picture tells 1,000 words.
They do.
You got it.
That's it. Does anybody else would like to speak on this hearing? If not, we'll close the public portion of it and keep it open for written comment until May 31st, 2011. So moves the public hearings. Now I'd like to ask if anyone out in the audience would like to speak on any of the resolutions that are going to be brought up tonight. Yes.
Resolution number 390.
Could you please step up to the microphone? Could you say your name and where you reside?
My name is Deborah Fairbrother, and I am an attorney, and I represent Valerie and Clifford McCauley, owners of 183 Edwards Avenue in Calverton. I spoke on their behalf on April the 20th before the board with regard to this resolution.
And what
number
resolution would you
390.
like to talk about?
Number 390.
Okay.
At that time, I spoke on their behalf and was requesting that the board, while they're looking to amend the zoning of the accessory apartments, section 108-34, that they look at it and try to include the existing accessory apartments that already exist in the IC district. It's my understanding tonight that you do intend to adopt that resolution, however, not to include what we were requesting, that industrial seeds district, in that new resolution. And while I'm speaking, I have to say the minutes from that April the 20th meeting that I saw online do have an inaccuracy in it. On page 399, just for the record, I was asked specifically if we had been before the zoning board, and I did respond, we have, but the minutes that have been transcribed actually say I haven't. We have been to the ZBA.
That was April 20th?
April
I'll
20th,
check
page
that.
399.
I'll check that.
Okay, I read it, and there is an inaccuracy in transcription. I understand that, that your reasoning, I spoke with Ms. Giglio earlier with my clients, and we understand the reasoning that you want to exclude the inclusion of the IC, but it is residential use, and it is less than 1 acre. Their property itself is 0.71 acres, and it's probably not likely that anyone's going to buy that property in this market, number one, and probably unlikely even in the future that somebody would buy such a small parcel and improve it for the use that it's intended, the industrial sink. So basically, they're left with this parcel that they do need to have income on it because they're elderly and they do need the income. They're in a very precarious position, and we're just asking if there's some way that the board can possibly draft another resolution that may limit it, maybe possibly just to their time limit of their ownership, and if the deed is transferred or the property conveyed, that it reverts back to a single residency with no accessory apartment, they would be amenable to that.
Yep.
And we're asking the board to not close the door on their petition, which we did submit, and keep it in mind and possibly continue to look at it.
Yep.
We are before the ZBA again on July the 28th.
Okay.
So we're hoping maybe we can come to some great conclusion for them.
Bob,
And
that-
the tenants are here
Well,
this
let's see
evening
what
as
the
well.
ZBA says.
Yeah.
And then
And we're gonna,
Go ahead.
the town attorney is also going to look into ways, we understand this was a house, it was a residence, it always has been, although the property is zoned industrial C in the master plan, it kind of puts the town board in a precarious position in that we do not vary from the master plan unless it's a very rare circumstance. And because there are very few properties within the town that are slated for industrial C uses, we have to try and preserve the nature of the zoning that was intended in the master plan and the way the master plan was adopted. So I had spoken to the town attorney, and because there are several residences that are within the industrial C zoning that have existed even though the property was zoned industrial C, that perhaps we can make it a special permit where you would come to the town board and say, we have a unique situation in that we have a residence in an industrial zone, and although the intention is for this property to someday be developed as industrial property, for the time being, while we are the owners, we would like to have an accessory apartment, and then we would be able to put conditions and covenants so that if they were to sell the property, that a future buyer would know that if industrial zoning comes, that the reason the apartment exists is because of a special permit and not because of the rights that go with the property.
Absolutely, and
Yes.
they would be on board with that. That would be okay.
Well,
Thank you.
that was gonna be my question to you, Bob, but obviously it's been discussed, if there was a way that could be
Yeah.
worked out. All right,
So-
we'll look at it. We're not looking to
See,
exclude anybody,
yeah.
but sometimes you can enact a zone to accommodate just one person doesn't make sense either. but-
Okay, well, we
There's-
thank you, and we
there's
just
ways.
hope that you continue to look at it.
Okay.
And I
Yes.
guess
We
I'll
will.
be in touch with you.
Thank you.
Okay.
But it's interesting because we hear very few cases where it's actually a residence that's asking for a special exception in the zoning for themselves, and it's usually from businesses. And although we do our best to stick to the master plan, we do like to see residences, people that are taxpayers within the town live comfortably, and we like to see businesses succeed. So we will do what we can to try and,
Okay,
Help
I
them.
thank you.
All right, thank you.
they're welcome.
Anybody else?
Hello, Michelle Lynch, resident of Riverhead. I'm speaking in support of what was just asked. And, I'm glad that things can be amended, because sometimes it's necessary.
Right.
Several years ago, I was here with, I was part of Coalition Lion Long Island Organizing Network,
Right.
and we proposed accessory apartments because there was such a need for that. And it's my understanding, from what I've read, that very few accessory apartments have been passed since that law became. So here's a need that you have a couple that's owned the house since 2005 with an apartment. If you go past it, it's right in front of Calverton Links. It's very clearly a residential home. I don't see any industry, going where this piece of property is located. And, that's one thing the town board members have said, that they want to make things easier and fast track for businesses. So I would hope for homeowners
Absolutely.
that you would be
Yes.
amenable and be
Yes.
able to do the same
Yes,
thing.
we
Yes.
will.
Thank you.
And if you could just, because they will have to appear before the town board for the special permit at a later date. So if we go that route, if the town attorney can't think of a better way to go, but your input at that hearing would also be helpful. So we can, or the attorney can just make mention that the minutes from this hearing be brought into that hearing so that your record is testimony for the special permit application also.
Okay, thank you.
And thank you.
And I apologize for your rear window today. Sorry. Back of your house.
Step up.
It's a bad look.
Dean, how are you?
Lou,
Lou,
Pasadena,
that's it.
Wading River. Reason I came tonight is in support of Cliff and Val. I've known them over 22 years. Anything they've put their fingers to has always turned to gold. They've always improved upon properties. We'd all be very lucky to have them as neighbors. if we need to do something to support them so they can continue having this as a residence, and we all knew that this was going to eventually go with the IC code. But while they're here, I think we should be in support of them, as I've always been as a good friend to them. And if anybody had them as a neighbor, they'd be very lucky. Just wanted to say that. Thank you.
Lou.
Thank you.
Lou. Anybody else would like to speak?
Hi, my name is Dorothy Gearing. I happen to be the tenant for Mr. and Mrs. McCauley, and on my behalf and theirs, I'd like to say I'm very happy where I live, and for me, I find it very not so often that you find a tenant and a landlord agreeing on the same situation, and I don't know, I think it'd be very fair if it could be looked into, whereas where we live, it's nice. It's really nice, and it's harmless to most all, and if it can be worked out where everybody can come to an agreement for the time being, it would be really nice. Thank you.
Thank you. Do we have anybody else who'd like to speak on any resolutions tonight? No, I'll close that portion. And can I have a motion to close the town board meeting and open the CDA?
So moved.
Yes. Oh, CDA. Okay.
Yeah. Do we have a vote on that?
Have a second?
Yeah, second.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes. And now I'd like to open the community development meeting. Chris?
Okay, we have resolution number 10, rejects the bids from developers of workforce housing unit.
Okay. Resolution number 10, rejects bid from developers of workforce housing unit. So moved.
I'll
second.
Moved
Giglio?
and second, please vote.
Giglio?
Yes.
Gabrielson?
Yes.
Wooten?
Yes.
Dunleavy?
Yes.
And that completes the resolution was adopted, and that completes the business of the CDA.
Thank you.
I make a motion to close the CDA meeting and open the town board. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, can we have a vote, please?
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes. Now that the regular town board meeting is open, can you call the resolutions, please, Diane?
Resolution 355.
Adopts a capital and intangible asset policy. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, please vote.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 356.
Extends bid contract for annual diesel generator maintenance for the Riverhead Water District. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, please vote.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 357.
Rescinds Resolution 308 and authorizes the supervisor to execute a revised professional services agreement with Suffolk Online Advertising. So moved.
And seconded. Moved and seconded, please vote.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 358.
Appoints student interns to the accounting department. So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, please vote.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 359.
2009 account balance budget adjustment. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, please vote.
Giglio.
No.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 360.
Riverhead Sewer Treatment Plant Upgrade Capital Project Budget Adjustment. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, please vote.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 361.
Requesting the conveyance of parcels from Suffolk County to the Town of Riverhead Community Development Agency for affordable housing programs. So moved.
And seconded. Moved and seconded, please vote.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 362.
Ratifies approval of military leave of absence for a police officer. So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, please vote.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 363.
Authorizes town supervisor to execute stipulation of settlement with Earth Care, Riverhead Sewer District. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, please vote.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 364.
Authorize the supervisor to execute an agreement between the town of Riverhead and 300 East Main Street LLC, subject to permissive referendum. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, please vote.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 365.
Awards bid sledge cake removal Riverhead Sewer District. So moved.
And seconded. Moved and seconded, please vote.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 366.
Authorize the attendance of 2 police department employees to the annual New York statewide TRAX electric ticket and data transfer system seminar. So moved.
And go ahead, Jim, sorry.
Second.
Moved and seconded, please vote.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 367.
This ratifies authorization for the town clerk to publish and post a help wanted ad for a maintenance mechanic 2. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, please vote.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 368.
I'd like to request that 368 be tabled.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded, please vote.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes to the table.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Resolution is tabled. Resolution 369.
Ratifies authorization for the town clerk to publish and post the help wanted ad for the pump out boat personnel. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, please vote.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 370.
Approves request for leave of absence. So moved.
Seconded.
Moved and seconded, please vote.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 371.
This promotes a maintenance mechanic in the Building and Grounds Division of the Town Engineers Department. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, please vote.
Giglio.
I'd just like to say that this gentleman has been fixing all of our equipment in buildings and grounds for years. And although his title doesn't call on him to do that, he has been doing it. And if we had to send it out, it would cost the taxpayers a lot more money. So I would like to keep him here rather than having him go find another job somewhere else for the minimal increase that he is asking for to be ordered to fit within his job description. So I'll vote yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 372.
Promotes a maintenance mechanic 2 in the street lighting division of the town engineers department. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, please vote.
Giglio.
And again, I would like to say that this gentleman has taken several classes in order to be able to service turn signals on traffic lights within the town. He is the only town employee that we have that is capable of doing this work and has the education and the background and the experience to do it. And if we lost him, it would cost us a tremendous amount of money to hire an outside electrical contractor to come and fix our turning signals and our traffic lights when they go down. So it's very important that we keep him here. Again, it's a minimal increase. He's been working out of title for years, so we thank him for that, and we thank him for his continued service and to the safety of our town residents. So, yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes, I agree with Councilwoman Giglio, and this will save us a lot of money. If we ever have to go outside the town, of course, he'd be saving us a lot of money. It's cost effective, yes.
Wooten.
What? Oh, yes.
Dunleavy.
I have to agree with Councilwoman Giglio. If we have to go out and hire a service company to do this, to come out at 3 o'clock in the morning, they really charge us. So this employee is well worth the money that he's going to be paid. I vote yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 373.
Accepts the resignation of a part-time crossing guard. So moved.
And seconded. So moved and seconded.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 374.
Accepts the retirement of a senior building inspector. So moved.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded. Please vote.
Giglio.
Leroy, you will be missed. I don't think you'll be too far, though. So I wish you luck in your retirement. And I'll vote yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
No. I'll vote yes.
Dunleavy.
I want to say that this employee has an employee of this town for 32 years. He is the backbone of the building department, and I just wish that we could keep him on part-time to help us, because the knowledge that he has, you cannot replace. So I'm sorry to see you go, but hope you come back and help us out. I vote yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 375.
375 accepts the retirement of a senior wastewater treatment plant operator 2. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded. Please vote.
Giglio.
Yes, and again, enjoy your retirement.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes, we thank Richard Bokens for all his years of work. Yes.
Dunleavy.
And I have to say again, these are longtime employees of the town of Riverhead who've given their backs for the town and the residents of the town of Riverhead. So it's just hard to see people like this leaving, but he must go. He wants to retire, so I vote yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 376.
Accepts the retirement of a senior account clerk typist. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded. So vote, please.
Giglio.
We offered the retirement incentive to encourage our people that have worked for the town for many, many years to retire, so that we could, if we needed to, replace them with people that are just starting out. So these people have served the town for over 30 years, some of them, and the whole idea of the retirement incentive was to save the taxpayers' money. So thank you all for retiring and for your service, and yes. Right.
Gabrielson.
Sounds good to me.
I want to thank Maureen Lynn. She's been there from day one at the water department pretty much, and she'll be staying on part-time to train somebody to replace her. So, yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Again, Maureen Lynn has been here a long time, a lot of knowledge. That's why she's going to come back part-time to help us train someone to replace her, because it's hard to replace somebody that's been here for such a long time, and we're losing the knowledge that she has. Sorry to see her go. I vote yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 377.
Accepts the retirement of an account clerk typist. So moved.
And seconded. Moved and seconded. Please vote.
Giglio.
Again, Suzanne, thank you. Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Again, Suzanne's worked down the senior citizens for a long time, a lot of knowledge, and again, she's going to go back part-time to help us out and to train people, so I hate to see her go, but I vote yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 378.
Appoint seasonal beach attendants to the Recreation Department. So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Please vote.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 379.
Appoint seasonal head lifeguard, level 2 to the Recreation Department. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded. Please vote.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 380.
Appoint seasonal lifeguards to the Recreation Department. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded. Please vote.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 381.
Appoints a call-in registered nurse to the Recreation Department. So moved.
And seconded. Moved and seconded. Please vote.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 382.
Appoints a seasonal call-in beach manager to the Recreation Department. So moved.
Second.
Moved in second, please vote.
Giglio.
No.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes, it's that time of year where we have to hire these recreational specialists for our beaches, and we need these people for the town. So I vote yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 383.
Appoints a seasonal assistant beach manager to the rec department. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, please vote.
Giglio.
I just don't know why we need a beach manager when we have all the people that we have in the recreation department and all the people that are on the beaches on a daily basis. That's why I'm voting no again.
Gabrielson.
Is Ray here?
I don't think so.
He was here.
Ray was here.
He was here.
I'll see if he's out in the hall.
See if he's outside.
He's some sort of manager down there.
Are they all managers? Each beach, they're all managers at the title
They have to
manager?
go from beach to beach
You know,
all day
these kids
long.
run around like the police
Make
on
sure
shows.
So
everything-
that's like the crew leader?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm fine, I'll vote yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Again, yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 384.
Appoints a seasonal beach manager to the Recreation Department. So moved.
And second it.
Moved and seconded, please vote.
Giglio.
No.
Gabrielson.
One second. Okay.
This is-
I'm just wondering why some were
This is
paid
seven.
more. It's different levels.
No, because of the year.
The
many
years they put
they
in?
were here.
Okay. Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 385.
Set salaries for 2011 summer personnel for the recreation department. So moved.
And seconded, moved and seconded, please vote.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 386.
Appoints the summer recreation program leaders to the Recreation Department. So moved.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded, please vote.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 387.
387 appoints seasonal water safety instructors to the recreation department. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, please vote.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 388.
Authorize town supervisor to execute change order number 1, Howell Avenue Pump Station Reconstruction, General and Mechanical Construction on contract number RDSD 08-05G, and that's the Riverhead Sewer District. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, please vote.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 389.
Authorizes the town clerk to publish and post public notice to consider a local law to amend Chapter 48 entitled Beaches and Recreation Centers of the Riverhead Town Code. So moved.
And seconded. Moved and seconded, please vote.
Giglio.
Yeah, it's only a change in there.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
This is just housekeeping. It's changing the fee structure for on the beach driving, 35 to 45, and 10 to 15 on the seasonal parking permit. And actually, the prices changed a few years ago, but nobody went back in the code book and changed it. So nothing's has changed fee-wise. It's housekeeping. It's got overlooked.
So that's a yes?
Yes.
Okay. Wooten.
Thank you, Eric Biegler, for pointing that out. I vote yes.
Again,
Dunleavy.
I go along with George. It's just housekeeping, I vote yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 390.
Adopts a local law to amend Chapter 108 entitled Zoning of the Riverhead Town Code, Accessory Apartments, 108-34, Purpose, Finding, and Standards. So moved.
Second.
Moved and second, please vote.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 391.
It amends Resolution 296 of 2011, approves Chapter 90 application of East End Arts and Humanities Council. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, please vote.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 392.
Authorize the supervisor to execute an agreement with Intellitech Security Services LLC. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, please vote.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 393.
Approves the renaming of the southern portion of Horton Avenue, a town of Riverhead Road, to Caffrey Court. So moved.
And seconded. Moved and seconded, please vote.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes, these people did not have an address because the traffic circle cut their road right off. So we're giving them now an address, so I vote yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 394.
Authorization to publish advertisement for reconstruction of the town building department, so moved.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded, please vote.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 395.
Authorization to publish advertisement for disposal of town-generated construction and demolition material. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, please vote.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 396.
Authorization to publish advertisement for on-site grinding of town yard waste. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, please vote.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 397.
Authorization to publish advertisement for sale of surplus ground yard waste. So moved.
And seconded. Moved and seconded, please vote.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 398.
Authorization to publish advertisement for a request for proposal for a boundary and typographical study for reuse and revitalization of the former Naval Weapons Industrial Reserve Plant, EPCAL, that's Grumman. So moved.
I'll second.
Moved and second, please vote.
Giglio.
Yes, and the bids are due back in by June 16th, 2011 at 11 a.m. So if anybody wants to bid on the survey work for the EPCAL subdivision, please get them in by that date. Yes.
Gabrielson.
I'd like to say finally we are going to have EPCAL surveyed. It's been a long 12 years, and this is one of the first steps in moving forward with the redevelopment of EPCAL. So I vote yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 399.
It approves the Chapter 90 application for P.C. Richard & Son for the tent sale May 25th through May 31st. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, please vote.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
No.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 400.
Extends bid contract for disposal of demolition and construction debris. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, please vote.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 401.
Adopts a local law to amend Chapter 101 entitled Vehicles and Traffic of the Riverhead Town Code 101-7 Turns. So moved.
And seconded. Moved and seconded, please vote.
Giglio.
This, I want everybody to know, is temporary for turning lanes for Cromer Avenue, headed in a southbound direction. There is a site plan pending for the parcel across the street. There will be 10 feet that will be allocated to remedy this temporary situation that we're creating to allow for the flow of traffic from the proposed development on the north side of Route 58. So there is a site plan pending on the south side of Route 58 on the southwest corner. There's a site plan that has been approved that shows that a 10-foot strip on Cromer Avenue would be taken off of that piece so that you would be able to make a left-hand turn onto Route 58 when that property is developed. So I will vote yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
I had reservations about it, but after Mr. Pally informed me about what you just mentioned, with that development impending down the road, to have a wide enough swath to accommodate the turn, I'll vote yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes, we have to line these streets up, and the only way we're gonna do this is when this parcel is developed, and he dedicates 10 foot to the river town, and we can widen the road. So this is temporary until that happens, and I vote yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 402.
Extends bid contract for truck pods, so moved.
I'll second.
Moved and second, please vote.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 403.
A designation of a town landmark pursuant to Chapter 73 of the Riverhead Town Code. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, please vote.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
This is for the Peters Kimmel Cottage, and that's on Kibble Lane, and that's out in Jamesport. And yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes, this is again for Kimmel Cottage. It was built in 1911. I vote yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 404.
Authorize town clerk to publish and post public notice to consider a local law to amend Chapter 52 entitled Building Construction of the Riverhead Town Code. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, please vote.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
It's just published, yes.
Dunleavy.
We keep lowering the fees, and everything else the taxpayer, the town of Riverhead has to pick up. So every fee we lower, the taxpayers pay more. So I have to vote no.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 405.
Authorizes the supervisor to execute an agreement with the Riverhead Fire District for use and occupancy of 24 East 2nd Street, Riverhead.
And seconded. Moved and seconded, so moved.
What is this?
Moved and seconded.
Yeah.
Moved and seconded.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
I'll tell you what, this is the old firehouse on 2nd Street. We've been using that for nothing for the past 4 years.
3.
What? Past 4 years?
3.
3 years, past 3 years. And now that nobody's there, the fire district does not, they want to close it. And we still have our police vehicles in there that have to be undercover.
And the police boat, and it
And-
costs them money to keep the building open so that we can store our police equipment in there. So, they've asked us to pay rent. We hope to close on the
Yes.
building within the next couple of months. So this is only interim because it's what it costs the fire district, so.
Yes.
um,
So, well, she answered, that's why I'm voting yes. Huh? My voice answered for me.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 406.
Authorizing the waiver of 30-day notification required by New York State Liquor Authority. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded. Please vote.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
No.
Madam Kilt.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
You can
Yes.
second the next one. I have to
Resolution
second
adopted.
it.
Resolution 407.
I'm sorry.
407.
407. Terminates a leave of absence and ratifies the reappointment of part-time police officers to active duty status. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded. Please vote.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
These police officers are part-time. They completed the police academy, and they are going to be, after their successful training under the eyes of the Riverhead Town Police Department, will be certified by the state as police officers. So I have to congratulate them. They went on their own. They paid. The only thing we supplied them was uniforms. They paid everything else and went every night to the police academy. So I have to congratulate these, and I vote yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 408.
Get ready, Jim.
Authorize sewer district employee to attend course. So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Please vote.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
This is we're sending one of our employees up to Morrisville College, that's a SUNY, and they will be taking training in wastewater treatment operator certification. So I vote yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 409.
Amends resolution number 307 of 2011, awards bid for snack vendors. So moved.
And seconded. Moved and seconded. Please vote.
Giglio.
This is because 2 of the locations that were bid on, he doesn't want to service, so we had to eliminate those 2 parks and beaches from the grant. So yes,
Gabrielson.
Yes.
from the award.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 410.
This is to pay the bills, so moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, please vote.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Resolution adopted.
And now we have one table resolution. Can I have, I'd like to make a motion to pull the table resolution, Resolution 20 off the floor. So moved.
Seconded.
This is the on table?
Do we call it?
Sure. Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
The resolution is untabled.
You will call it now?
I'd like to call-
Resolution number 20, set towing fees and storage fees for the town of Riverhead, and that's for our storage lot and for our record to go out and tow somebody. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, please vote.
Giglio.
Yes.
Gabrielson.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Resolution is adopted.
All right. Seeing that all our resolutions have been adopted, I will open the meeting up to anybody that wants to talk to the town board on anything they wish to talk to them on. Please step up. Yes.
My name is Pat Lynch. Can you hear me?
Yes.
And I'm from Southampton. And a meeting wouldn't be a meeting without the shelter. So I didn't want to disappoint anybody. As I heard about all these people that I don't know except reading about them and their retirements and the good work that they've done, such as this gentleman over here,
That's questionable.
I can't help but make a comparison to the ACO at the shelter, who has taken more sick days and a leave of absence, the likes of which I have never seen. No one has seen him in several weeks, and I think during a period of about a year and a half, he took something like 200 sick days. I find this astonishing that in the town of Riverhead, which is very concerned about money and is obviously doing a good job giving minimal increases to people who deserve it, that this kind of thing is going on. And I just have to, I didn't plan to talk about that, but I just want to mention it very quickly, that it really is disgusting. It's just plain disgusting. On a good note, I'd like to thank whoever is responsible for the dogs being fed twice a day. Would that be you, Jim?
No, that was the new ACO that was hired to fill in.
The part-time ACO, that's a very good thing. The
Well,
dogs
she
are now being...
recommended it, and then we looked into it.
Yeah, that's a really good thing because one of the dogs, Buster, who was a Doberman mix, very nice dog. I don't know why he hasn't been adopted, but he's getting quite thin, and that's a good thing to know. I have to comment on the fact that there are only, on weekends lately, there's been one kennel attendant on duty. And that's not only against the law, but is a very, very bad thing to do on a Saturday where a person might want to see a dog. And unless there are volunteers there, if you have one kennel attendant on duty, it's against the law. So I just want to bring that to your attention. I'm sure some of you already know that. I think Jim has been made aware of that. There's a gal who's one of the trainers, Gina Rizzo, who a lot of you may know, a lot of you may not know, but she's volunteered every Saturday at the shelter, her time, walking every single dog there, except the dog Julia, which is still 24/7 in a cage and is not taken out. That's a disgrace that it's not taken out. But the main thing is I want to say that Gina Rizzo wants to be employed at the shelter on a 5-day-a-week basis or part-time, and she would be a major addition for you because she loves animals. She's not afraid of any animal there. So all the dogs would be walked, and more than that, they'd be trained, which would mean that you get dogs adopted, and that's the main thing. So I'd just like to put in a plug for her. Jim knows her. I think that he would have nothing but good things to say about her, and she'd make a good contribution. And if she came back, Ray would come back. Ray was the other trainer, and he quit because of the circumstances at the shelter, which he considered to be untenable, as I do. Let me see one other thing. Vince Taldone, who couldn't be here tonight, has presented a landscaping plan for the shelter, and he has not heard about that plan, and is anxious to be able to proceed. I just want to bring it up that he's a local resident here, very active on committees, and he wants to get that started so that the shelter is a more attractive place. There's just one other thing. The raccoon business. I've heard a very good thing, and that is that the wildlife people have gotten very involved on that. And also the emergency Riverhead East End shelter is willing to euthanize them without charge. And that would be a very, very good thing to have happen. I hope that's going through and proceeding ahead. The last thing I'd like to mention is related to myself. It's been 5 months since I was banned from the shelter. And I find it very, very offensive that I was banned on the words of a person who is never working but is getting paid full pay by the town of Riverhead, the taxpayers of Riverhead. If I were a taxpayer in Riverhead, I'd say to myself, what is this man doing not reporting to work? And what is this man doing banning people who are sincere and very good volunteers? I personally got Gina and Ray to give their time free of charge to the Dogs of Riverhead, and I'm willing to give my time to the Dogs of Riverhead, and I can't go there because Lou Coronisi doesn't like me and has made up a group of stories that were believed by some people, which I find to be very, very sad. And I'd like that to change. I understood that, that 3 council people were kind enough to vote on my behalf. 3 of them are sitting there right now, and I'd like to thank you all for that. I'd like it to move ahead so I too can give my time the way Gina gives her time. And I have several other volunteers that are willing to come as well if I could go back. So I wanted to bring it up and go on record for that because it's ridiculous that I've been away for 5 months because I blew the whistle on the Bruno issue, on his death on December 17th. And I don't want to resurrect a sad chapter in the shelter's history, but we all know that that dog died unnecessarily, and it was a very bad moment in Riverhead shelter conduct, for lack of a better description. I wish you all a good night, and I thank you for your time.
And thank you. Next, please.
Good evening, Steve Romano, Riverhead. Could somebody explain what capital and intangible asset policy is?
Yes. Bob looked into it
You want the
for
lawyer
us.
opinion or the accounting opinion?
Reader's Digest. I probably should have
Wow.
asked it before they voted on it, but it's just, I'm just curious.
Well, it's just a pronouncement of what we are providing for useful life on various things, government buildings as described. And this is being done because we're required to do so under GASB 51, which is a general accounting standards bulletin. So it's to bring us in compliance with that accounting standards requirements. And this is a policy that we have looked at various assets and made an estimate, a gauge of what we think their useful life would be.
It's the life of these.
For example, with buildings, we say 50 years. So it's just for that
For
purpose.
depreciation and amortization.
Right.
So the board is just accepting those facts.
Yeah, well, some of them have been established. As I understand it, for example, some of the infrastructure improvements, there have been, analysis done by H2M and other outside consultants, how long a particular conduit or piping would last. So we've adopted that. That's been something that's been accepted for some time. We're now just embodying it into this policy.
We are not the experts, so we rely on statistics, what experts have done, on how things are supposed to last and how long they're supposed
Okay,
to
it's
last.
a basic depreciation policy.
So that's what it is.
Okay, I have a question for Councilwoman Giglio. On 359, you voted no, but you usually give an explanation on that. You didn't. I'm just curious why you voted no. The other members voted yes. Account balance, budget adjustment.
Oh, because I believe when I look at a budget that those are the true numbers that we actually have that are as expenses, and I don't see how we can have $113,000 extra in health insurance, optical, and whatever it was that was the money was being moved from an account that I believed was an expense when we were going through the budget process, and it turns out that that is not an actual expense. and that it's, how do you save $113,000 through a year on health, dental, and optical? You have to know how much your health, dental, and optical costs you for a year when you create a budget figure for it. And I just don't understand how we can have $113,000 extra
That's the last year.
in the account.
That's the last year, right?
Well, can I ask then the board members who voted yes, what your
Well,
explanation
if
would
somebody
be?
retires,
This is from 2009, anyway.
this is 2000, this is last year's, 2010.
No, it's not.
Isn't it?
No, it's closing out the books for '09 and
closing out
adjusting the
the-
numbers
okay.
because we're getting
Well,
audited.
But if somebody
So-
retires and you don't have to pay optical on them anymore, then that stays in. At the beginning of the year, when you're doing a budget, I don't know if you're gonna retire. I didn't know all these people were gonna retire. So if I'm doing that budget in each one of those departments, I have to, budget for optical the whole year. Now, if they retire in April, then I don't have to pay that. So at the end of the year, then that becomes surplus money.
Okay.
So that's what this is.
It sounds like a lot for what you explained to me, but it's a reasonable explanation.
This for the whole town, not just for one
Yeah, but
department.
you're
So-
talking if 20 people
Well, don't
retire.
forget, it costs us $18,000, just for health insurance.
Yeah, but when somebody retires, doesn't the town still pay into their retirement?
We pay into their retirement, but that comes out of a different fund.
Okay. Same question, I guess I would have where Ms. Giglio voted no on the, I guess, seasonal employees, and the rest of the board voted yes. She sort of gave an explanation that she felt that the Recreation Department has enough employees, but I'm assuming the other board members don't agree. But there's no real discussion, so I don't know how you guys came to a different opinion than she did.
I came to my opinion, someone has to travel from beach to beach every day. There's a 7-day operation, okay? So during the summertime, they have beach managers that manage the beach. And they go from beach to beach, making sure lifeguards are there, making sure they're doing their duty, and making sure they stay doing their duty today. So we may have 6 employees at the recreation department, but they are doing other duties. They're doing administrative duties, other duties that they do all year long. So when the beaches are open, we have to hire people to manage the beaches and make sure they're safe for the public.
And
Okay.
a lot of times, these beach attendants are either high school children that are, or maybe just college students just starting. They need to be managed. They can't be left on their own.
No, I understand that, but so it's a difference of opinion. She feels that the other people could.
I can't speak for her.
Okay, I know, I'm saying
I
that's
can't speak
her
for her.
opinion. You guys have a different opinion. I'd also ask, I believe Councilman Gabrielson, you voted no on 399. Approved Chapter 90 application for PC Richard. Any reason why you voted no and the rest of the board voted yes?
Well, I think on his Chapter 90s, it seems like it's been becoming automatic to approve them. And when some of these box stores or chain stores get a site plan, it's kind of like a violation of that because they're taking away parking. Most of these go out in the parking lots. So it creates 2 things, it's safety issues. And the other thing is it's somewhat, I feel it's somewhat of a site plan violation. You know, you put so many square foot up, you have to provide so many parking spots.
No,
So you're taking away something that you were granted in your permit.
I mean, it makes
That's
sense.
my-
I'm
that's
assuming if it's for a few days, that's the reason
Well,
why.
it's a week, and we've had box chains, I don't want to, specify who have not even come in for Chapter 90s. Now they're setting up big selling areas in these parking lots, creating safety problems and site plan violation.
Thank you.
I'm not saying-
Thanks.
Anybody else? Dave, you want to speak? You want to speak?
Me?
I thought you wanted to speak.
Not yet.
Okay.
My day's coming. I'll speak.
Okay.
Eric Beegler, 110 Park Road, Riverhead. Thank you for addressing the discrepancy in the town code with the charging of beach permits not being correct. Wondering why the Recreation Department was making so much money when they really shouldn't have been. Balanced it all out. While we're on the subject of beach permits, though, I'd like to bring up a couple of points. Probably a little housekeeping also, and I'll probably turn this to Mr. Kazakevich. He can take a look at it. Chapter 48, Section 7. It refers to beach driving permits. It says that those permits run from January 1st to December 31st. Shortly after that, in section 48-9, it says that all permits pursuant to this shall expire on Labor Day. And I think it's in the wrong spot. I think it should really reflect the seasonal permits that are just the parking permits, not the driving on the beach permits. I think this is a little bit confusing, and it may pose a legal issue in the event someone's on the beach without a permit and is going to be cited for that. So if you could take a look at that and see if you could adjust it. While we're on the topic of beach permits and parking permits, I know we had the resolution passed last year where we were doing them seasonally. Have we thought any further about looking at changing that to year-round, possibly running from June to June or from July to July?
I think the intent right now is to keep it seasonal because we haven't had an increase of problems in the winter. But what we're looking as it being, seasonal during the summer months, we're trying to step up patrols of them. We're trying to put maybe quad patrol out there. We're going to step up patrols. And most of our problems are in the summer. We'll agree with that. The problem is nobody's there to. So we're looking to, actively pursue a better beach patrol.
So maintaining it as seasonal. Then,
Yes.
I mean, only because it adds a little confusion now, because when I got my seasonal pass for parking in the parking lot, which I'm not supposed to have gotten yet because it really doesn't go into effect until Memorial Day, it says it expires on December 31st.
They did not get any new parking. What we have to find out
It's not the one who has
is
the
how
sticker,
much
it's the one who
rent.
don't.
Huh?
We have to find
It's not
out.
the one who has the sticker, it's the one who don't have the sticker.
Right, that's true, that's true. But it just, mine expires on the 31st.
Well, we're
as
trying to
opposed
figure out how much revenue that the town is losing by just having
Or
the
not.
seasonal
But-
ones, or not losing, and we have to give it a span of time to find that out. If we're losing a lot of money and it has to revert back to the taxpayers, I'm going on all the taxpayers of the town. Some taxpayers do not go to the beach, do not use the beach. So if they have to pay for these people to use our town beaches to make up the money that we're losing,
Or not.
then it should be a user's fee. If you're gonna use the beach, then you should pay for parking.
And I understand all of that, but the permit says.
Right,
Yeah,
that is my
I can't
concern.
believe that.
You just,
Yeah,
the
that's,
permit
thank you.
says.
you just got your permit,
Yeah, I got my permit a
Just-
month ago.
and it wasn't changed.
No,
It's not changed.
Okay.
I paid my money and
No.
it
I
says
don't
it
know
expires
the
in
reason
December 31st,
But that doesn't matter. It doesn't
Well,
matter.
thank you for enlightening us.
I just
Yeah,
want to let you know that it's a print there. One other issue, and I'll just want to ask the board, and it came up at a work session a little while ago about a road in Reeves Park. And I think it got misconstrued how I would like, or the community would like it handled. The road is Center Drive.
Yep.
Now, Center Drive has been in Riverhead for a very, very long time. When the community, when Suffolk County built their courthouses over in, I guess that's Flanders over there now, who knows? They had a community or a county center drive. And they couldn't fit that on their letterhead, so they chopped it off and just made it Center Drive. What ends up happening now is in our community, our small Reeves Park community, we get a lot of people coming around to look to get their relatives out of jail. And they're looking for the jail. I get a lot of tractor trailers looking to make deliveries to the jail and the correctional facility because the GPS is directing them to Center Drive, Riverhead. And now when I go on to Google Earth, right there in the middle of Reeves Park is a big sticker that says Suffolk County Judges. And it's right there on Center Drive. Center Drive is about a block and a half long. There's 6 people who live on the road. We brought this up at it got brought up at a work session, and I know a lot of things got discussed about it. We don't want to change the name of our road. We want Suffolk County to change the name of their road back to what it's supposed to be. County, whatever it is, Correctional Center Drive, not our Center Drive. So I would like to ask the town if they could get together and draft a letter, send it out to Ed Romaine or whoever else, and tell them to change the name of their road.
Absolutely.
So we don't get tractor trailers and people looking to bail out their relatives and people looking for, because it's hard to give them directions back to the jail. It's not easy to
Right.
get
No.
there.
It's not easy to get
Right,
there.
it's not easy to get there, so.
Okay.
Thank you, appreciate it, and good job on changing the fees and getting that all taken care of. Thanks a lot.
We'll bring that up at a work session to get a letter of.
Oh, yeah, but we don't want to change our name.
No, the 7 residents
That
that
would
are
be a lot
on there,
easier.
they do not want to change that.
They do not want to
they
change
don't.
the name of their road.
I sent
That
a
would
letter
be-
out to them.
No, they don't
And they
want
all
nothing
sent me
to do.
back that they love
Senator, and they should. It's their
We
road.
changed, we changed the name of that little Horton Avenue, maybe we can make it Horton Avenue south of.
That, you know what, it's interesting, and we need to get on that right away, because I can't imagine the county throwing away all their stationery that says County Drive
And they
or
don't have
Center
to.
Drive.
Just officially change it so that GPS
Yeah.
changes it, so the truck drivers.
And when they order new letterhead,
They
they
change
can change it,
Very
yeah.
good. Good.
Yeah, so sooner than later.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Anybody else would like to talk to us? Dave?
No, in the future. Make a motion.
I make motion that we adjourn the meeting then.
Second.
Moved and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.